Welcome to another episode of The Inspiring Entrepreneur. Today we have with us Alpa Shah, who is the founder of Empower Education. Welcome Alpa to the show.
Thank you, Piyush, for inviting me here.
Recently, the Economic Times awarded Alpa as the most influential social entrepreneur. So, let's hear about Alpa's journey from the start. Alpa, you've worked with Tata and SBI Group for more than 2 decades. What has been your experience with these groups?
Well, whatever I am today, I completely feel that have learned tremendously good processes and giving back to society kind of feature which I developed in my life thanks to Tata Group. Respect for women, women empowerment, youth development, nation building, all these aspects in my life has come only and only because of my corporate life. And to a great extent, I'm so much grateful to all my seniors, bosses, my team members. We learn so much from our mentors, coach, and whatever little I learned in my corporate life, I have implemented that in my social entrepreneurship journey. And trust me, so much of motivation I have got, the confidence which I got for writing books, for doing social impact projects, uplifting women, youth, even the lower strata income group people have been to a great extent thanks to my journey with Tata Group and State Bank of India Group. So I personally feel that whatever I am today, thanks to my corporate life and journey.
Alpa, till date, my research says that you've trained more than 10 lakh working professionals in financial literacy. So, Empower Education is the brand that you created. How did you get this idea of creating Empower Education?
Well, Piyush, as I already mentioned, whatever I am today, all the thoughts, the processes which I am following is thanks to my corporate life and journey. So when I was working in Tata Mutual Fund, I used to head a department called Worksite Marketing. And actually, nobody was willing to head that department. And at times I used to feel that, oh my God, why is it given to me? But trust me, whatever I learned in that particular department, when I set up that department, when I went and met all the corporate employees of group companies of Tata, I really enjoyed empowering the people on financial literacy. And that is where I decided that I really want to do this on a very big scale. And I don't think I would have achieved that if I would have been working all the time. So to chase my passion, to chase my dreams, to really empower and educate each and every one whom I come across in my life, be it be corporate employee, women, youth, lower strata income group people, to the extent even transgender, sex worker, bar dancer, police department, dabbawalas, whomever I have met in my life, my maids, my drivers, my support people, I think I have done enough justice of explaining them how they can lead a very confident, independent, with dignity, beautiful life with the help of money. So not just corporate employees, but many other categories and segments I have empowered them on financial literacy. Because personally I feel that if you educate and empower people on how they can lead a very beautiful life with the help of money, I think they are at home and lot many problems are sorted.
Great, Alpa. That's great to know. Also, if you see, an individual spends around 400 hours in a money. But if you ask that person, how much time do you invest in managing the money? Most of them would say either zero or very less time. I think the listeners of this podcast would like to know what are the kind of programs that you conduct? What is included in your training program? If you would like to share.
Sure. So let me tell you what we cover in this program. So when we go to corporate employees, we teach them how to do the tax planning, protection planning, how to start investing for their retirement planning, midlife planning. To a great extent, even the youngsters, they want to plan for their parents also. So parents planning is also a very good term nowadays, which I've come across. And yes, of course, your education planning, your children planning, it goes without saying. And many youngsters whom I meet today, they want to retire early. In fact, as early as 35, 40 years, where we thought of starting our own business, they want to retire. So this is a complete game change, and that's the reason I think you have to be financially free to do what you really want to do at various stages of your life.
At the same time, listeners would also like to listen any personal or work-wise professional challenges that you face, and if you could state a couple of examples of that.
First and foremost, the mindset. I mean, when you are into 9 to 5 job, when you're getting salary every month, when people are there, who are reporting to you. But other than that, I think the cash flow management and the kind of people whom you want in your team, retention was a challenge, and you yourself feel that whatever decisions you are taking is correct. So my humble submission to all the entrepreneurs is that you must have a critic in your life and a very, very strict coach and mentor in your life, because you need somebody should tell you that this is not correct and this is how you should do it. And so this was the challenge. Initial 2-3 years I didn't listen to my mentor, my coach, and then I realized that it just can't be possible that all the decisions I'm taking as an entrepreneur has to be the best one for myself.
Listeners are learning a lot from your entrepreneur journey. As it is said, money and time are two important resources. You've been educating about how to manage money to all of us. At the same time, time is another very important resource.
Yeah.
And when you look at business owners, they always struggle for finding that time to publish that book, to work on their passion, to work on growing their business, to scaling up. Listeners would like to know, what kind of strategies that you've used to manage your time. Time where you can balance your personal life, your work life, and then also scale up and bring your personal brand to this level, and also bring your company brand to this level.
Well, Piyush, actually even I don't know what is the 100% correct answer, but whatever little has worked for me, I would love to share that with the viewers. Remember one thing, that time is always going to be less and scarce. Effective time management or work-life balance is quite important, especially for women. I'm not saying not for men, but women have to also juggle a little bit more on kitchen front, on kids front, and maybe they take a little more tension, I would say, not responsibility as far as home front is concerned. So again, for women, I would like to give a special advice that never feel guilty, because the guilt will really, really hamper your productivity. So always be very happy, always be very sorted, and whatever you have done, you have to make it a point that your family accepts it, and even if they don't accept it, you accept it that you have given your best. That's first thing which I would like to tell. Second thing for all the entrepreneurs on time management is that please write down what you want to do in next 1 year, next 3 years. Where do you see yourself in next 5 years? At least that much planning you must have. And then break it down, because it will look really heavy. You will feel, oh my God, how will I achieve? But if you'll break it down to monthly, daily, hourly, and if you plan it, nothing is impossible. So we have very recently launched one program for mutual fund distributors for 10 years journey.
I was about to ask you about that, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone asked me, 10 years? That's too long. I said, yes, of course, that's too long. But if you plan for these 10 years, there is a full probability that you will achieve your 10 years target in 3 years. Life is all about planning and thinking big. Trust me, if you work hard, you will achieve it much faster. Rejection is a part of everyone's life, so don't get bogged down. Don't feel bad if somebody says that no, we can't work with you. It's okay. It's a part and parcel of game. And pay attention on your brand building, social media. So much important. YouTube channel, reels. I don't know how to make reels, but I'm going to learn it from Piyush today. And it's so important that you are with youth, you are with future generation, so that you are not outdated. So these are certain things which I continuously work upon, and I take help. I take help of my mentor, coach, seniors. I take help of my trainers. I take help of my staff, my workforce, everyone. I take help of my networking friends. I take help from my competition also. Every time I go in any competition meeting, I learn from my peer. I learn from them. And I have maintained such good relationship with everyone who really helps me, who really motivates me. And I think it's give and take kind of a thing. We motivate others and others motivate us. So this is the story, and this is the success I think I have achieved to a great extent.
Wonderful. So I was paying very keen attention to what you've been saying, and I would really be interested that if you could throw some light on your recent program that you've launched, which is Go Beyond to Grow Beyond Education, specially designed for mutual fund distributors. If you could throw some light on, what is this program about and who is it for?
And with that thought, I have launched a very beautiful program called Go Beyond to Grow Beyond. And 2033, next decade, where do you see yourself, and what are the kind of skill set you'll have to learn and implement so that you grow tremendously and you achieve what you want to achieve in your life. So various content, training, modules we are designing with experts, not just me. And on brand building, social media, wow factor. In fact, we have one training module on how to face camera, how to make reels, how to create your YouTube channel, because that's the future, isn't it? And of course the data management is going to be very big. Soft skills, segmentization, how to keep client first, then our interest, and various other topics and designs, how to bring in NRI clients on the board, how to bring in women investors on the board. I mean, 50% of the population is women, but if you see in mutual fund folios, hardly women are investors. So that's a very, very big area where I'm personally going to work upon. So this is what Go Beyond to Grow Beyond 2033, and that is what we have launched for my very, very dear mutual fund distributor segment.
Wonderful. From the voice, from your the passion with which you are speaking, we all can understand that the eagerness and the hunger you have.
Thank you.
For all the professionals, and now especially for mutual fund distributors. A lot of entrepreneurs, we are coming to the last question now. A lot of entrepreneurs who want to really grow their personal brand or scale up their business would like to maybe know from you, what are the top 2 lessons or top 2 messages that you have for them?
Yeah, so Piyush, I had no Facebook account 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I used to feel it's a waste of time and show off, and why we should, make the whole world know what we are doing. But I have changed my mind completely. I have realized one thing, that social media, brand building, perception building, doing good to others with heart, not just with mind. I mean, you have to do something really, really good for the associates or the people whom you really want to uplift them in their journey. Everything else will fall in place. So the first advice to each and everyone who wants to become a very successful entrepreneur, please catch hold of a very, very nice coach, mentor, critic, a senior person in your life who can show you the path and who can really help you, handhold you, what you have to do to achieve where you want to reach. That's my first advice. Second advice is have your proper plan as far as social media, digital, online, the futuristic approach. Gone are the days that you work traditionally. I don't think anybody will accept you in future. Remember, our country is going to be youngest countries in the world. If you will not change your thought process about doing business, not just this, any business, I think you will be outdated. So my second advice is, please change with the time and do what is relevant for you and your clients for another 10, 15, 20 years. Change your style. Adopt what is going to be there in future. You just cannot be in comfort zone. Every day, like a child, you have to learn what's going to be new. Even today, I feel I don't know so many things. I attend trainings, I listen to podcasts, I listen to YouTube series, and I upgrade myself. So many things about budget I have to learn, and then only I can explain to my clients, isn't it? So upgradation, ongoing, is very, very important. So these are the two things I would like to mention.
Generally, I've seen that business owners, at the maximum when they have to look at the finances, they hire a CFO or maybe a virtual CFO or a freelance CFO to manage their finances. What is your advice or what are your thoughts about it?
It's a wonderful question, and thank you, Piyush, for asking me this. You can hire a CFO, you can consult your CFO, you can outsource the accounts department and everything. But as an entrepreneur, if you have no clue what's happening as far as finances are concerned and how it impacts your profitability, how it impacts your cash flow, then it's going to be very challenging. How much ever talented or superbly wizard you are in your business, but if you slip as far as your money management is concerned, I don't think you will be a profitable venture.
So true.
And also, most of the time I have seen entrepreneurs make this mistake that they mix their money. I mean, they don't draw salary for themselves and they don't invest separately as an individual investor. Whatever they are earning, whatever profit they are making, they just flow it back again to the business. So you are actually not diversifying, you are not taking any risk, as you are not mitigating any risk as far as the diversification and money management is concerned. So my humble submission to all the entrepreneurs is that please pay full attention on your profitability, cash flow, balance sheet, profit and loss account and investments as far as your company is concerned and as far as your individual investments are concerned. Keep it separately and have proper watch on what's happening with all these things. So this is what is my request to all of you. You can outsource, you can hire, you can take their advice, but finally it's you who are the best and who can give full justice to your own money as far as business and as far as your personal wealth is concerned.
So many insights that you provided for me as an entrepreneur, for me as a business coach, where I can advise my clients on how to scale up their business. And in fact, what you said is so true that we all should look at, we all entrepreneurs should look at social media as an integral part of our marketing efforts, because this message itself is going to all of us through social media itself. So thank you very much once again. For viewers, if you'd like to know more about Alpa Shah, you can check the description, her profile, you can read her profile in detail. Also do subscribe to her channel, which is Money Ki Baat Alpa Ke Saath. The link of that is also available in the description. Thank you very much.